Hello friends, welcome to another episode of AWS Learning in quick 6 minutes, and we are talking this is part 3 basically, in which we are talking about AWS Polly. So in previous videos you understand what is Amazon Polly, how it works, means what is the basic price and what is the free tier, and we saw a sample also in that. So now you might need to understand what is the use case of it. So when we talk about the use case, so you already aware nowadays the market, the internet is on boom with the YouTube video, reels, or anything. So generally, like, people are doing, like, they are capturing the text and everything and then converting into audio and video format, and then showing on either on TikTok, Facebook, or might be on YouTube. So this is one of the use case, like people are converting the text into audio and combining with the video and using it. So we can say this is like a kind of a content creation market. So this is one of the use case of it. Apart from this, the training materials, so a lot of training materials which are in the market nowadays, in the text, those are converted uh, into audio format and video format, and in that also, like, this Amazon Polly works. Then audiobook, this is one of the my favorite use case, where, like, people are, suppose they are having some blogs or something like that, so they are converting their blogs or might be some other files and presented that as an audiobook, and then sell those books, or distribute those books on different websites, ebooks basically. Education learning, obviously, this is like, on the other note, like, I would like to share, like, if the people are, like, those are like uh, um, visually impacted, this Poly software, Poly services might help them to navigate on the website, or might be there are different uses of it. So this is one of the thing. Apart from, like, this, like, the customer center. So obviously this is like Amazon product. So Amazon customer services also using Poly to make the chatbot interactive. So, like, people should understand, people might realize that someone human is talking to them, but in the background, most of the time, or might be there sometimes, people would be there, but most of the time there would be this Amazon Polly is showing its miracle. So in nutshell, like, there are a lot of use cases where we can use Amazon Polly, and my intention is to give you a glimpse currently in 6 minutes, with different videos, but on the same time I am going to create a separate series where we can discuss about each individual project. So for example, let me give you a quick brief about the project which I am thinking. Suppose uh, we are capturing the health related things from the different website. We club those information uh, and post as a podcast. So this is like kind of a project which is a good use case, and we will create soon together. Okay, so after the use cases, the next thing which you might be interested, like, how to use it with diff sorry different sorry how to use it with .NET, which is one of our um, favorite language. So let me show you. Firstly, to go with the .NET, so I already created a project and I just wanted to share giving the overview how I proceed with this code, and then we'll discuss it further. So the first thing which you required, if you're running you want to use this thing in the .NET, so try to add a NuGet package, which is Amazon. So Amazon AWS SDK and SDK Polly. So I already installed it. So in case you want to install it, just browse it and then add it. It's super easy, as you might be already doing that, but just giving you a glimpse. Once you added it, you will get the obviously access of Amazon Polly namespace and Polly model and Amazon runtime. Okay, the next step which we are going to do is going to create a user. Okay, or if you already have users, so we need access key. So I am making it super easy, so that's why we are going to create a access key once. So for example, I already created the access key, and might be we will delete it later on. So let me show you how it looks if you're not already seen that. So this is how this access key is. You can download from the AWS. So your access key here, and then your secret key is here. So far so good. You have AWS SDK, you have the secrets from which you created from IAM in Identifier Access Management. Okay, and now we need to utilize this. So I created a function which is taking a string, uh, which is like a kind of variable which store the text which we want to speak. Okay, and then we have another variable which is showing what kind of language you want, or in which language you want to speak. Okay, and then there is another parameter which is who is going to speak. So as I mentioned earlier, Amazon Polly is supporting different languages, and for those different languages we have different speakers available. So for that reason we have this two parameter in which we are providing the language, and another variable which is like who is going to speak. So whatever, it's funny, but if people who are not familiar with the Hindi language, just wanted to share, this is kind of a Hindi abbreviation. Bolu means what to say, and kya bolna hai means what we need to speak, and kiss mein means which language you want, and then kaun bolega means who is going to speak. So these are simple funny kind of function which I created. Now once this function is created, the first thing which we need to do is we need to create the Amazon Polly client. Okay, and to once this client is created, we will do next other steps. But to create this object itself, we need a credential, and in which region is going to be uh, accessible. So for that reason, we are using this credential object, where we are passing the access key which we downloaded. Okay, and also the secret key which coming with the access key. Once that parameter is set into this credential, we are giving the reason. So you are already aware there are different reasons available. So in which region you are working. So I am in Virginia, so I am using US East one. Okay, so this you need to pass this credential and region into this client object, Amazon Polly client. Once this object is created, in this object we are passing the speech request. So the we are creating a speech request object in which we are passing the language code, means in which language you want to speak, then the text, what kind of text you are providing, again, like it depends. So whatever, for example, you provided a Hindi text or English text, that this object variable will hold. And then output format, so here output format is MP3, and there is one more format which is OGG. So we are using the MP3 format. So the end output would be like whenever like when we running this project, this program, it will create a mp3 file for us. Okay, this is the main objective uh, of this program. So it will give us a mp3 file. To make it simple, we are just creating the file. Now the next parameter is voice id. So who is going to speak? Okay, there are different users, as I mentioned. So those things. So once this request object is available, we form a request object. We pass into synthesizer uh, client synthesizer response function. So it will give us a response, and we are capturing that response and passing into a file. So this is simple file stream object in which what we are doing basically. So we are saying like okay, this is the prefix of the file name, and this is the GUID. So every time a new file would be created. Okay, and once this output, we got the file's response output, what we are doing, that we are copying this audio stream output to a file stream. So in that way, like whatever the response is coming from this specific synthesized speech async function, the response audio stream we are copying into file stream, and the new file is created. And once the file is created, we are saying okay, the file is created, thank you, means our work is done, close the file stream. Okay, so far so good. So to make sure it is working fine, let me run real quick right away. Okay, so I am running this function. So it is very simple function. We are just saying hello, and once the file is generated, we just say click, and because I didn't specify any specific path, so it is generating in our debug folder. So we will see whether the file is created or not. So this is 1021, this is the latest file. Okay, let me run it and see if it is playing or not.
Hello, my name is Rajat and I'm a member of Endure Software Developer Community.
So hope you are able to listen the file. Let me rerun again for your ease.
Hello, my name is Rajat and I'm a member of Endure Software Developer Community.
Okay, so what we did, actually, we provided this English statement, and Joanna is spoke for that. Now let me comment it out, and let me try to uncomment the Hindi version. So see how it works. So let me rerun the code again. Okay, so the code is in progress. Yes, done. Okay, now we are again going here. So on 1022, again a new file is created with a different GUID name. And
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम रजत जसवाल है, मैं इंदौर सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर कम्युनिटी का मेंबर हूँ.
Okay, let's rerun the file.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम रजत जसवाल है, मैं इंदौर सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर कम्युनिटी का मेंबर हूँ. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम रजत.
So hopefully, like you understood this basically 5 or 4 lines, which is creating your mp3 format file. So there are different uses of it, and hopefully like in the next next few series which we are going to cover, we are going to cover most of the services here. So but for current time being, with this specific demo, we are good to know what is Amazon Polly, what are the different use cases, what is the price structure, and how to utilize, more important, how to utilize Amazon Polly services in our .NET code in few lines. Hopefully this entire series you like it, and this is the last part of understanding the Polly in real quick 6 minutes. So I'm going to come up with another series similar way like this Polly, and hope you will like that as well. So till that time, thank you very much. Please do subscribe, like, share with your friends if you like the efforts which I am putting in sharing this AWS quick 6-minute series. Thank you very much.